Hey, welcome back. Today is March 20th, Saturday, and on this post, I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, and see how they could potentially affect the overall altcoin markets. Before diving into Yearn finance, YFI, USD, and see what exactly has gone on in here. I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on this market according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video, as I'll be keeping you updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 2 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign up and a qualifying deposit of $100 and I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm purely sharing my own speculations and opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I'll try my best to get to as many of them as possible. Now, see what exactly is going on in this market. First, I've already done a more detailed post on how Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance can affect the overall altcoin markets in my first post today. If you guys want to see that in more detail, do take a look at it. It is important. But right now, I'm just going to do a very quick recap. Bitcoin dominance down very slightly today, less than 0.1%. This breaks down to Bitcoin price action up almost 1%. Total altcoin market cap up over 1%. Now, this is the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending downwards. I will usually see total altcoin market cap leading in gains ahead of Bitcoin. I usually emphasize Bitcoin dominance trending downwards. Generally speaking, that's better for the altcoins on both the upside and downside. Because on the conversely speaking, on the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending upwards, I will usually see Bitcoin leading in gains ahead of total altcoin market cap. Now, on the 3-day time frame here for Bitcoin dominance is still my focus because there is still a bullish pattern here, a double bottom pattern. Price action is getting expected resistance from this 3-day 21MA. I could still expect better price action for the altcoins if this pullback continues. However, possible bullish divergence here on the RSI if the price action does come down to about the previous low area, about the 61%, possible bullish divergence, which has signaled these 2 green candles before. If Bitcoin dominance can actually change its course and goes back upwards, not as ideal for the altcoins. Bitcoin price action here, as I have pointed out, there's quite a few bearish signals, okay, including bearish divergence playing out on the 3-day time frame right now. I'll be more convinced that it's actually done playing out if it actually rebounds with the higher high. Weekly time frame could be playing out right now because now we're getting a somewhat of a bearish candle here comparing to my last post today, okay, where it was a green candle. I will actually be more inclined to believe that it is playing out here if I actually do get a red candle confirmation by this weekly candle close. Monthly time frame, we have been having bearish divergence for quite some time. Let's see if we'll actually negate it. We are currently at about an RSI reading of over 91. We actually do need to beat 96, over 96 to beat it, okay. If it does not negate it, it could still play out on the monthly time frame here. And one data point on the monthly time frame is 1 month worth of pulling back or dip. At least, okay. If Bitcoin pulls back at any time, it could still have an effect on the altcoin market. The multiplier of that effect will usually depend on how far up or down Bitcoin dominance is trending. Let's go over to YFI and see what exactly has gone on in here, because nothing has really gone on in here. I'm going to take a look from the monthly time frame down to the daily, which I consider to be macro time frames, and see if we have any overbought readings or possible bearish divergence scenarios. On the monthly time frame here, we don't have a reading, so I'm not concerned. Weekly time frame here, we are at about 53. So not in overbought territory. However, if the price action was to make a higher high here, it does need to beat the last RSI reading of 64 to negate bearish divergence. 3-day time frame here, we're not in overbought territory as well, and very similar thing could be said about possible bearish divergence as what I said on the weekly. Very similar thing could be said here on the daily time frame as well as what I said on the 3-day and the weekly. Let's take a look into the possible patterns that I could be dealing with here. Okay, let's go on the 3-day time frame. It's more consolidated. So I have two patterns that could be happening at the same time right here. Let's see which one actually plays out. I have a head and shoulders pattern, which is generally a bearish pattern. The measured target of this pattern, of this breakdown of this measured target of this head and shoulders would be, as far as I can read it, it's less than 3,450 here. Okay, less than that. So very sharp way down. Let's see if that would actually play out. Okay. Another pattern that could be happening here as well is a symmetrical triangle pattern, which I have seen quite a bit of lately, this week and past week, and I have also pointed out in my posts. Okay. Now let's see which of these patterns actually play out. Symmetrical triangle pattern, according to Thomas Bukowski and his website, it is a 60% chance of it breaking to the upside. However, there is a conflicting pattern here, so let's see if we can actually get any hints on which one will actually play out or which one be the more dominant one. Measure target. Let's take a difference here, about 50K just to be even. 27K just to be even, okay, because I'm bad at math right now. So about difference of about 23K, adding it back on top of 36K just to be even would give about 59K measure target approximately. Now, measure targets are theoretical approximate targets only, may actually be different in real life price action, more or less. Let's take a look into the key resistances and supports relevant to this price action right now. Key resistance that's above the pattern right now, let's look on the daily time frame here, will be about the 40K level. Okay, that's pretty much parallel levels with the shoulders here, okay? So that 40K level, it's very important to actually get a close above that, a daily candle close at least above that and staying closed, okay? Because even if it looks like the price action has broken above the symmetrical triangle pattern, but the price action struggles to get it close above the 40K level, it could turn into a complex head and shoulders pattern, and the head and shoulders pattern could still be in play. Only if I see candle closes, daily candle closes from this snapshot here above the 40K level and staying closed above the 40K level, would I be more convinced that this head and shoulders pattern could be invalidated. Now, that is the first resistance. Second resistance would be coming from this group of wicks right here, indicating past resistance about 45K, about 47.5K, and then just two more wicks right here between about 49 to 52.5. Now, those are going to be some of the resistance levels I could expect points of rejection, even if it looks like the price action has broken above the pattern. Key support. I know the daily 21 MA is actually right underneath the pattern, the price action, excuse me. The 3-day 21 MA is also right underneath the price action, which is also within the pattern. If the 3-day 21 MA does not hold, the next major moving average is not going to be catching up to the price action for a while. From the snapshot, it looks like the 3-day 50 MA is about 28K. So if that 3-day 21 MA does not hold, I'll be looking up at the 30K fib level area. The neckline of this head and shoulders pattern is going to be about 27.5K. Okay. Now let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Bullish case scenario, price action breaks above the symmetrical triangle pattern. Go towards its measured target, minding the resistance levels I have just pointed out. Also, I would need to see daily candle closes and staying closed above this 40K area, because that was the previous resistance and also the parallel price levels for these shoulders of this head and shoulders pattern. Staying closed on the daily time frame here on the snapshot would tell me that this head and shoulders pattern could actually be invalidated. Bearish case scenario, price action breaks this bottom trend line. Looks like the next level of key support I'll be looking at would be about the 30K fit level area. Before about the 3-day 50 MA. Also, the weekly 21 MA is also right underneath the 30K area as well. Okay, before the 27.5K neckline, that would be the danger zone. Okay, that would tell me that this head and shoulders pattern might actually be playing out. Now, these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know agreements, disagreements, feedback. I'd love to hear them. Hope you manage your risk carefully. And if you would like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.